Okay.
Jews are reptilians. So it's time for the mind snatchers. I started off body snatchers, but they're really more mind snatchers. So let's get into this. The mind snatchers. Are the Jews reptilians? And if the Jews are reptilians, that makes the Christians the serpent seed. And are the Christians being transformed by the metamorphosis of their mind? Philip Rogers in with a $20 tip. Thank you so much. We had Artie Thomas yesterday, Mark Valad yesterday. So great to see you all here. It's very, 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 very nice to know that you are here. So let's talk about this whole idea of the Jews being reptilians, of the Christians, because they are Judeo-Christians, being the serpent.
You can't make it up, bro.
Seed, and then being transformed by the metamorphosis of their minds. So Romans 11:17 says, some branches, that would be you Christians, have been broken off. No, excuse me, that would be Israel. Israel's been broken off, and you, wild olive shoots, have been grafted in among the others to share in the nourishment of the olive root. So here is a people, the Judeo-Christians, that are of another people, some of them Aryans, some of them heathens, red, yellow, and black, and they have forsaken their own people. They've forsaken their own inheritance, and they've become race traitors and have allowed themselves, or at least offered themselves, to be grafted in amongst a nation that is not theirs, a God that is not theirs, and I don't want to use that word, a group of people that's not theirs. And they get their nourishment from the seed of what it is, Judaism. Are they getting their seed from reptilian energy?
Now, you might think in your head right now that clearly this guy's a fucking lunatic. He's talking about space Jewish reptilians who came down and used, I don't know, technology to create Christians, I think. I'm not exactly sure. Not exactly sure.
1 Corinthians 11:2 says, I'm jealous for you with a godly jealousy. For I promised you to one husband, to present you as a pure virgin to Christ. Now, if you're a Christian woman, I can see where you can be all right with that. But if you're a Christian man, how do you feel about being a bride? There's no way that you can talk your way out of that. If you're a Christian man, you're part of the bride of Christ. What happens to the bride on the wedding night? What? Well, you have that to look forward to, my male Christian friend. And then Romans 12:2, be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Be transformed by the renewing of your mind. I think we ought to look at that, even though we might be having some struggles with connectivity. I want to try and at least look this up. Let's see if I can get to Bible Hub, BibleHub.com. And I want to show you this if I possibly can. What is that? It is Romans 12:2. Let's get over here and try to show you this in Bible Hub.
Seems logical to me.
It's important that you see what's going on so you can understand what's happening to the Christians. And if you happen to be a Christian and you stumbled in here not knowing what this was or where you were, well, this should be an eye-opener for you. And it should be pretty interesting for you. So Romans 12, here we go. It's not going real fast, but it's going. I'll go to the Berean Study Bible because it's a better translation. So Romans 12:2. Come on, baby. Here we go. Romans 12:2. I'll get to where I want to be. That way I can... Oh, this is not good. Ah, damn it.
Clearly, the Jewish space reptilians are polluting his ability to look up the proper passage to dunk on Christians for their crazy beliefs. Those lunatic Christians and their insane beliefs.
Here it comes now. Okay, Romans 12:2. All right. Romans 12:2. Come on. It's so slow on the. I really want to show you this though. Romans 12:2. Well, it says, "Do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind." And that word "transformed," I wanted you to see it, but I just don't have the ability to get over there and show it to you now. If you look it up yourself in the original Greek, you will see that the word "transformed" means metamorphosis. Metamorphosis.
A dark metamorphosis, according to Castlevania. Dark metamorphosis.
So it is a complete change of being. Now, of course, the Christians want to tell you, oh, that just means you're putting on the mind of Christ. But what's happening is your mind is actually being changed from your natural human mind into a assimilated drone robot.
These are people who call themselves my enemies. These are the people. These are the people who talk shit to me on Twitter. These are the people who think that they can stand up for 2 seconds against me in any capacity. People who think that your brain is being metamorphosized by Jewish reptilian aliens into slavery. I'm impressed. The amount of delusion plus stupidity that it takes, and in that exact combination, in order to come up with some of the stupidest shit that I've ever heard in my life, is truly awe-inspiring. He's reading the Bible like he's a church authority. We all know he's just cherry picking. Yeah, dude, this is all just pure lunacy.
I mean, they even go so far, I don't know if I have this in here or not, to say, take every single thought captive to the obedience of Christ. You're not yourself anymore if you're a Christian. You've become an automaton. That's a robot. So we move on. And let's talk about the Maitre. And that might not be the right way. I don't care to pronounce it. The Maitre. Who are the Maitre? Are the Jews reptilians? Are the Christians a serpent seed? Are they being transformed? Well, the Bible already says they're being transformed. What are they being transformed into?
What are they being transformed into?
The Maitre is a race of parasites that attack other planets.
What? What? We're being turned into a race of parasites that attack other planets.
Well, the Jews.
I am Optimus Wilson, leader of the Crystal Bots. Leader of the Crystal Bots. Megatron has dude. This guy is such a fucking Fruit Loop. It's so over the top. Certified lunatic for sure.
The Hebrews are a race of parasites, and they came and attacked this planet. The fuck?
The what?
The Maitre are also a race of hermaphrodites. The Hebrews were originally androgynous or hermaphrodites. Tikkun Olam wants to take us back to that. The life of a Maitre is 120 years. The Jewish ideal is androgyny. Tikkun Olam is designed to get us all to androgyny again, because that's what the Hebrews consider the ultimate manifestation. And Genesis 6:3, interestingly enough, says the life of man should be 120 years. One thing might be a coincidence. More than one is a coincidence. It's a pattern. The Hebrews are a race of parasites. The Hebrews attack other planets. The Hebrews are hermaphrodites. The Hebrews said the life should be 120 years. It looks like the Hebrews and the Maitre might well indeed be the same group of people.
It's all coming together now. The alien race. I just want to make. I don't want to straw man this poor guy's, position here. But I think if I got this right, he's saying that a group of aliens called the Hebrews, whose years are numbered 120, parasitically attack other planets and have microcosmed with other alien races in order to make a current race who are now considered Jews, and they have sex with aliens and make Christians.
And not only do the Jews fit the description of the Maitre perfectly,
Oh.
the Maitre also consider themselves the chosen people.
Oh.
Very, very interesting.
Very, very fucking schizo crazy lunatic bullshit.
Let's move on. What about the Tangri and the Vlash?
Well, yeah, what about? I was wondering about this. He was going through. This sounded crazy at first, but now it looks like he's going to tie it into the Tangri and the Vlash. Yeah, I was concerned before, but I'm sure that as he explains the Tangri and the Vlash, it's all going to come together for us now.
Well, the Tangri and the Vlash, they travel space looking for other species to enslave.
Oh, well, that makes sense then. Whew. Glad we got that out of the way. Man, I was worried that he wasn't going to bring up the Tangri and the Vlash. Like, all the time I'm sitting here on the Crucible constantly. And I'm like, look, the biggest problem in the universe is the fucking Tangri and the Vlash. And people in the chat are like, no, Andrew, it's not. You're out of your fucking mind. It's the reptilian Jews. And I'm like, no, it's not. It's the hybrid Tangri and Vlash who enslave planets. And they just look at me like I'm fucking crazy. Now you got the proof right in fucking front of you. Okay? So you can fucking stop. You can stop talking shit to me. I was right the entire time, as usual. Is this Star Trek says raw dogs? What the fuck? Bullet 44 for 5 says, then why does... Yeah, Islam exist exactly? Are the Christians persecuted if we're the offsprings of the demonic rule? Yeah, you've been saying, I know you have, Seesaw. Seesaw's been here for years. Fucking years trying to get one over on me and pretend that it was not the Tangri hybrids and the Vlash who were doing the interplanetary enslavement. And while I was telling him, no, it is. And he was like, no, it's the reptilian hybrid Jews. And I was like, nah, Seesaw. And he was like, yeah, huh? Well, now you know, fucking Seesaw. So next time, why don't you shut the fuck up? Why don't you shut up when the man in the position of authority is telling you what's what?
They look like humans, but they're smaller. And they have distinctive physical characteristics like noses.
Oh.
The Hebrews also fit the description of the hybrids. They also fit the description of the Vlash. They also fit the description of the Maitre very, very well.
Oh.
So who are these Hebrews?
Yeah. Who are they?
We don't know, but all we know is that
we don't know. Well, man, I really thought he was going to tie it together for us, but he doesn't know.
There's a lot of great Aryans and heathens that are joining up with him, and I can't understand why.
Well, damn.
Okay. So let's talk more about this. Hebrews being reptilians, Christians being serpent seed, and being transformed.
Okay.
Research has led to the perfection of obedience in the Maitre slaves. Now, I want you to know that every time in the New Testament, and I want you to test this out yourself, in the New Testament where you see servants of Christ, servants of God, servants of the Lord, every single time that word servant...
It's the reptilian juice. What the fuck did I walk in today, Andrew? You just shut up and listen to a lecture by a brilliant man. A brilliant man. Finally, someone making sense. Let this man cook, Andrew. So where's he getting these? I don't fucking know. Research shows, you stupid fucks.
Servant is used in the New Testament. The literal rendering is slave.
You should be sorry, Bobby C.
So the Hebrews have turned all the Judeo-Christians into slaves, just like the Maitre and did. Now, the Maitre also have developed implants that regulate human blood and that control all mental activity in the brain via a chip.
I didn't know that. They developed implants to regulate human blood, controlling all mental activity via a chip in the brain. Damn. Yeah, those bastards.
What are Christians told to do? Christians are told to accept Jesus and his Father living inside them. That's an implant.
Oh.
You're inviting Jesus and his Father inside you.
So salvation is an implant in your fucking brain?
You're also told to accept the blood of Jesus and to be covered in the blood of Jesus. You're also told to take every thought captive to the obedience of Christ. You're also taught that it's no longer I that liveth, but Christ that liveth in me. And I no longer have my own mind, I now have the mind of Christ.
Yeah, you fucking microchip-brained Christian lunatics. No wonder you're always raging against the degenerate. If you didn't have that microchip in your brain, you would just be a regular coomer like everybody else. You're all nuts. Anyone who's anyone knows that these intergalactic shape-shifting Luciferian Masonic lizard colonizers do your research. I will not have you besmirch